Okay, my dear. Good morning, my dear kids. Once again we are back into the next class of our sixth chapter of 10th standard science. Okay, and the name is life process. Of course, it is life process, and we are discussing about the different types of life process, not only for human beings and also for animals, which makes others, okay, which makes others believe that a particular organisms, plants or animals, they are alive. Okay, we already went through this photosynthesis mostly in green plants. Okay, so photosynthesis is one of the main source of oxygen. Because of photosynthesis, the atmospheric oxygen level is balanced. Okay, just imagine if there is no photosynthesis, what will happen to us? It's a precious thing. Oxygen is one of the precious thing in the world. Hmm? And the trees, they are producing this oxygen during photosynthesis. So that's why green plants are that much importance for our life also to survive. Hmm? Because during photosynthesis huge amount of oxygen is released. You will ask me, because during night time, we already studied that the green plants are doing respiration, in which they will inhale oxygen and will exhale water vapor and carbon dioxide. So mostly 12 hours of night is there, 12 hours of day is there. Then how? Automatically the entire oxygen what the green plants are making, they will consume it during night time. Isn't it? But there is a difference. Photosynthesis is a big process. Understand? Photosynthesis is a big process, and in the photosynthesis, the plants are producing a lots of food it needed. Hmm? These glucose or carbohydrates, whatever food these plants is needed, they are producing it during photosynthesis in a huge number. Understand? At the same time, they are releasing a lots of oxygen also. But during respiration during night time, they are only taking a small amount of oxygen. And they are exhaling out a small amount of carbon dioxide. Understand? That is for their survival only. Understand? Because there is no sunlight during night time. But photosynthesis is a huge process. Understand? You see the size of a tree. See the size of a tree, how much oxygen it is producing. And you know one more thing, it's a general knowledge question. Which tree produces the maximum amount of oxygen? Have you seen these banyan trees in the front of temples and all? Mostly in main junctions, there will be banyan trees. That banyan trees produces the purest oxygen in the world. Understand? The purest oxygen. Below, if you go means that much amount of oxygen will be there. That's why mostly our old monks or priests, what they will do, they are choosing below the banyan tree to meditate and all. Understand? It produces a huge amount of oxygen. Understand? Not only banyan trees, almost all the plants are producing oxygen. That is very much important for our survival. Okay, leave it. Anyway, this photosynthesis, one more time. I think there is no need of any explanation more regarding photosynthesis. I think it's clear, it's crystal clear for you. And still you have any doubts regarding photosynthesis, go to your brothers and sisters who are already studying in 6th standard or already promoted to the 7th standard. They will explain you very well, because they already studied that. Okay, leave it. Anyway, now you all know about photosynthesis and all. So the next part is regarding our uh, what our digestion. Okay, it's about human digestion. Now we are talking only regarding us. Understand? All other thing, plants and animals, just leave it. Now it's only regarding our human beings, life process of human beings. What are the things which we makes us alive? So are you alive? Or first part is nutrition. You already studied that. Respiration is the transportation, reproduction, and excretion. You know, nutrition means the food which gives us energy. So that digestion, mostly human digestive system comes under the nutrition. Next one is the respiration. Okay, respiration means inhaling in oxygen, and that oxygen will break down the byproducts made by nutrition. Understand? In that digestive process, we are not getting any energy. Remember that in mind. Digestion does not gives us energy. Understand? It only breaks down big particles of food into complex food particles into very simple form. Understand? Very simple form like amino acid, fatty acid, glycerol, and glucose, so that the blood can directly absorb these simple food particles. And inside a cell, inside a human cell, what is happening? This oxygen is taken by the same blood, and inside the cell it is reacting. After that, energy is formed. Understand? After that, only energy is formed. So energy is formed during respiration, not in nutrition. So that is respiration. In our respiratory organs like lungs, trachea, lungs. We will study in detail about that. Nose and all. Next one is transportation. Transportation means from one place to another. Understand? I can move my fingers in this part. Am I right or not? How? Because the signals from my brain comes to the finger. The same time, the blood is also circulating through my veins and arteries, isn't it? Am I right or not? So that's why this energy I am getting to move my body and all. So that is done because of transportation. And the oxygen, you already know that the oxygen must be carried throughout our body. Understand? From one part to another. And after making it to energy, the remaining carbohydrates also must come back to our lungs. Isn't it? So this process is called as transportation. And the main organ which we use in transportation is our heart and veins. That's the main organ we are using. And the blood is the fluid which transport all these things, carbon dioxide, water and oxygen throughout our body. Next one is reproduction. So reproduction for the next generation. Understand? We will live, we will die. This reproduction is essential for our next generation to survive. In plants also reproduction is there. In animals also reproduction is there. In human beings also reproduction is there. So that is also one of the important life process. Another separate chapter is for that particular portion. Next one is the excretion. We need to, what is actually in digestion what we are doing? Some waste products are formed. Understand? Waste products, that's why we are ejecting it through our anus. Understand? That we cannot say as excretion. So what is real excretion? During this oxygen and blood is when blood is purified in kidney, what is happening? A particular chemical called urea is happening. Urea is obtained in our body, and such chemicals are very harmful to our body. Understand? It will negatively affect our health. So for that, what our body will do? They will excrete it. That is the work of our human excretory system, particularly our kidneys. Okay, our kidney, which has millions and trillions of nephrons are there. Nephrons. Understand? It just act like a filter. It will filtrate. It filtrate our blood, and it will make that blood pure. And the remaining, what all that harmful chemicals are there, it will be excreted out as urine. Okay, so these are the main things we already discussed about the human digestive system. Among these 1, 2, 3 and 4 we are going to study. Leave this reproduction we are going to study in another chapter. Okay, so now I want to explain that. Excretion, transportation and respiration are small topics. Okay, small topics. Basically, this nutrition of human digestive system is the most important part in this. Not most important, all are important, but it is a bit more topic is there. So first, what we want to do? So we will go through a step-by-step process. So where does our digestion started? Which part? Stomach. How many of you are going with stomach? Hands up. How many of you gone through this? Of course, it is mouth. It's not. The respiration, sorry, you are respirating through mouth. We can respire, okay, we can use nose and mouth also to inhale oxygen, but leave it. So first part, okay, the first step of our digestion starts in our mouth. Understand? Mouth, something like this. Okay, is mouth, teeth. Happy? So what is happening really in our mouth? Hmm? Just imagine that. Anyway, you all are food lovers. Am I right? Hmm? Anybody doesn't love food? Anybody does not love to eat food? Anyway, I also love food. Okay, I'm a bit hungry also now. So almost 12:30. So just imagine that if there is no taste, any use of eating these foods? If there is no taste, hmm? For that taste glands are there in our tongue. Okay, we are not studying about that. So that sensation of that food which happens to us, it occurs in our this mouth. And here we can say this is the mouth of our body. Okay, this is the mouth. This will be like head, like this. This is anyway. Leave it. It's not looks like a head. So this is the mouth. The same mouth. If I stand like this will be my human digestive system. Okay, the mouth. This will come. Then esophagus. It will go down. Stomach, liver, small intestine, large intestine. Understand? Like that. So digestion is happening in mouth. How? Oh my God, that's a wonderful thing, isn't it? Not all types of digestion. Mostly the food we are taking in, it consists of carbohydrates, it consists of fat, it consists of what? Protein, it consists of vitamins, it consists of minerals. Understand? Vitamin, minerals, carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Whatever food we are eating, whatever food we are consuming, it contains these five things. Understand? So all these things are very important to us. Want to write? Anyway, you already know that. But in the simple case, these carbohydrate, protein and fat, these are the three things which gives us energy. Understand? Minerals and vitamins is directly required for our immunity and our health. Carbohydrates, fat and protein. Basically, we are studying about these three products, these three things during human digestive system. Understand? Vitamins and mineral is directly absorbed to the body so that we will become healthy and we will be immune to these diseases. Okay? So let us start with mouth. Mostly mouth does not care about this fat and protein. Nothing. Simply it will go inside. Understand? So the first step of digestion happens in mouth. So anyway, you know what is saliva? That liquid thing inside our mouth. Isn't it? Is it good to have the saliva in our mouth? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't taste anything. Okay, does your saliva taste like anything? No, I think it's a plain taste. It's tasteless. But there is a particular enzyme. Okay, enzyme. I want to tell what is enzyme. Biocatalyst enzymes are biocatalyst. Okay, it will break down these complex food products into small particles. Just see. Our saliva has a particular enzyme called as salivary amylase. Understand? Salivary amylase is that particular enzyme which is in saliva. Okay, that breaks down starch. Okay, that food whatever we are eating, you know, this rice and all, it contains a lots of starch in it. Understand? Rice has a lots of starch. So what is happening to this rice? It is not what we are taking inside, the waste we are throwing out, it does not look alike, isn't it? Does it look alike? What all things we are taking, this rice is white and this wheat is like yellowish color or brown color and all. And what waste we are throwing out, does the color is similar? No, because whatever good things are inside our food, we are digesting it inside. So in our mouth, what is happening? This enzyme called salivary amylase, it will change starch. Understand? It will change starch, which is a complex particle, okay, which is a complex food particle or carbohydrates. Starch and carbohydrates, both are same. It will change that into glucose or sugar. Understand? And this glucose is a small tiny particle. So that our blood can directly carry this glucose. Understand? Understood what is the main reason for, what is the main aim of digestion? Because this food we are eating, it is solid food. Understand? Mostly we are eating solid food. So this solid food cannot, we cannot what circulate through our body. Understand? If this solid food is circulating through our body, what will happen? If I just cut my hands, what will happen? From here in the morning time, I will just drink a cup of tea. Tea will come out. After I will drink water, the water will come out. Then evening time I will drink an orange juice. So orange juice must come out of our body. But what is coming out? The blood is coming out, isn't it? And that blood contains this oxygen, glucose, amino acids and all. Understand? So these carbohydrates is changed into glucose. Okay? And not 100%, only 30%. I didn't mention that. 30% of digestion of these starch or carbohydrates is happening in our mouth. Okay, why I am taking this much time means we won't conduct a recap for this portion. Understand? Once in firmly we will go through this syllabus. Okay, so that you must understand that. That's why it will take like 2 or 3 classes for digestion, maximum 2, I think 2 classes, and 2 for respiration, 3 for transportation and respiration, and last conclusion and all with excretion. Actually 5 or 6 classes we will finish that second chapter of life process. Okay, okay, let's see what we are talking about. This one, 30% of the digestion of the carbohydrates, it is happening inside our mouth itself. Understand? First we will break down that food with the help of our teeth. Understand? We have incisors, canines, molars and premolars and molars. 4 different types of teeth we have. Okay, incisors in the front 2 teeth. These canines means that teeth which have like animals, that pointed animals. Have you seen that? It's very small, not big. If it's big means they will call us devil. So we have a small canine, and these flat teeth are called as premolar and molar. Okay, these different types of teeth we need. You want to study that name of these teeth. It is totally interesting. You want to study it. Okay. In the detailed study about teeth is not for this 10th standard syllabus, but at least you must know that names. Understand? Anyway, teeth is inside your mouth. You must know what teeth is. Incisors in the front, canines, premolar and molar. Okay, you must know that. So the first process is done by teeth. It will break that solid food what we eat into small particles. Am I right? For example, if you are eating an egg, you are swallowing an entire egg. Oh, just imagine if you are swallowing it, the entire egg, what will happen? Maybe there is a chance it will go down, otherwise it will stuck here and you will be dead within 5 minutes. Am I right or not? So it is wise to chew your food. Even though you are too much hungry, it is better to chew your food first. Okay? Don't swallow it as it is given in the plate. Okay? Nobody will take it. It's your food, you can have it. So our teeth will break it down into small particles. After that, the saliva is mixed with that food, isn't it? And it will become like a paste. Actually, 30% of the digestion of starch is already happened in our mouth. Understood? Already it is done. Then what? Then the sensation comes of eating. Swallow the food, isn't it? Is that great or not? So this food what we are making as a paste inside our mouth, what is happening to it? It is going down to the stomach. Understand? It is not going down to stomach. There is another organ called the esophagus or food pipe. Okay? Esophagus or food pipe. And our mouth cavity is called as the buccal cavity. Okay? Mouth cavity you can write. Buccal cavity also you can write. So teeth, tongue, buccal cavity, then esophagus. Understand? And actually in esophagus, nothing is happening to this food. Understand? There is no enzymes, there is no secretions, there is nothing created by esophagus. The main duty of esophagus is what? To take the food from mouth to stomach. Understand? Anyway, your stomach is not here. If the stomach is here means no problem directly. we can take that food inside. But the God made our stomach a bit more below. Understand? So this esophagus does what? It will help the food to travel from our mouth to stomach. Understand? So now which thing is digested 30%? Only starch. So our food contains more things. Fat is there, proteins are there, again undigested carbohydrates or starches are there, minerals and vitamins are also there. Okay. So it comes to the stomach, but just imagine. So to move something from one place to another, we need work. We need to apply some force, isn't it? Who applies this force? Hmm? You can feel that why we swallow, a particular muscle is working here, isn't it? Why we swallow our saliva also, a particular muscle is working there. And if we are swallowing some big particles of food, we can feel that it is going like inside, through a pipe it is going, isn't it? So that pipe is known as esophagus and it has a particular property. Understand? The particular property, it is very elastic. It is very elastic, like a tube, cycle tube. Have you seen cycle tubes? It is like that. It is very elastic. So what happens? It has a particular movement inside the mouth, and that movement is called as peristaltic movement. Doesn't textbook? You must study peristaltic movement. That contraction of esophagus. Understand? Like this, it will do like this, and the food is pushed down to the stomach. Understand? So now our food reached where? Now our food reached stomach. So let's see what is happening in stomach. So these are the things which is going to happen in our stomach. I think all of you have stomach, am I right? Isn't it? Anybody does not have any stomach? Anybody does not have? No, great. All have your stomach. That's why you are eating food and it is getting digested. So what is happening in our stomach? A particular juice is there in our stomach. Not orange juice, mango juice, or it is called as gastric fluids or gastric juices. Understand? Gastric related to stomach. So these gastric juices are there inside our stomach. And what are those gastric juices? It is concentrated hydrochloric acid. Understand? Concentrated hydrochloric acid. Are you afraid of hearing that? Concentrated hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is a powerful acid like sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Understand? H2SO4, HNO3 and HCl. It's a powerful acid. What is this acid doing inside our stomach? Oh my God. Does it harms us? Anyway, now at least you are like 15, 14, 15 or 16 years old, isn't it? But still you are alive with that hydrochloric acid inside your stomach. Ever imagined? Is that dangerous? Oh my goodness. Concentrated hydrochloric acid inside our body and still we are feeling nothing. Okay, we will explain how we are safe from this HCl. So what is the role of an acid? If we pour acid into water, what will happen to the water? It will make that water into acidic medium, isn't it? And this acid has some speciality. It will, you studied in last year about corrosion and all. It will make that medium acidic. And if something is in acidic medium, it is very easy for that to perform a reaction, isn't it? In acidic medium, the reactivity is very high. So the main job of this hydrochloric acid, it is to make that food what we are eating into acidic. Understand? If the food is acidic, then easily these enzymes can convert that food into their small particles. Understand? If the food is acidic, it is very easy for this amylase to convert starch into glucose. If the food is acidic, it is very easy for pepsin. I will explain about pepsin. It will very easy for pepsin to convert that food into small particles. At the same time, mucus is not an enzyme, okay? Mucus is not an enzyme. I will tell what is mucus also. In the case of stomach, there is a particular enzyme like this amylase. Amylase is secreted by saliva, not secreted by saliva. Amylase is an enzyme present inside saliva. And pepsin is another enzyme which is present in our stomach, secreted by the gastric glands present in our stomach. Okay, gastric glands secretes gastric juices. Gastric juices contains HCl, hydrochloric acid. The enzyme called pepsin, very important, not Pepsi, pepsin. Okay, pepsin, not Pepsi. Pepsi is not in our stomach. Okay, if you drink Pepsi, it will be in our stomach. Now it is not. It is pepsin. Understand? Not Pepsi. Pepsin and mucus. You see what is mucus? It's a very sticky, fluidy thing. Understand? Very sticky, fluidy thing. Mostly, if you have cold, if you have cold, you can see that mucus and all it will come from our nose and mouth. Just imagine what all things are in our stomach, isn't it? It has concentrated hydrochloric acid. Oh my God! Pepsin, some types of chemical, and mucus, that sticky things full of that are in our stomach. Just imagine. Can you feel that? No. Just imagine all those things are outside. If in studied in amoeba and all, directly they are absorbing it, isn't it? Directly they are absorbing this energy. If we can directly absorb energy, all these things will be outside our body. Just imagine, stomach is here, our intestine is here. Just imagine, hydrochloric acid, mucus and all. Will us be looking beautiful or handsome like we are? Anyway, I am handsome, not about, I don't know about yours, but God has created us good. All these things, all these weird things, He made it inside, so nobody will see that. Understand? So, this mucus, that sticky thing, understand, that sticky thing which comes from our nose and mouth while we have cold and while we are sneezing. So, the main duty of HCl is to make that food in acidic medium. But if it is becoming acidic medium or is concentrated HCl is secreted inside our stomach, it can easily burn our stomach. Understand? It is easily burn our stomach. But this mucus, it provides a protective layer. Understand? In the entire area of the stomach, this mucus, what it does, it coats. It make a coating like this. Understand? Like this. It coats down the entire stomach. Understood? As a protective layer. And this sulfuric acid, not hydrochloric acid, does not react with this mucus. So, our stomach wall is safe. Understand? So, the mucus protects our wall from concentrated hydrochloric acid. And the pepsin, what it does, it will change protein into amino acids. Okay, amino acids also somebody will say like that. Amino acid is correct pronunciation, but Indian English pronunciation is amino acids. So here glucose is produced from starch by amylase, and HCl makes it acidic. Pepsin converts protein to what? Protein to amino acids. Okay. Now one more thing is there, fat. That way we will discuss in the next class. Okay. And after that it comes to intestine and all. So this is the time for the class to wind up. And again, what all homeworks and all we are providing in that group, just do it. Okay. You have very less time, my kids. Okay. Very less time. So be safe at home. It is Corona time. Be safe at home. The number of Corona day by day it is coming up. So what do you want to do? Stay home, stay safe. And at the same time, concentrate more on studies. Understand? I am a science teacher. That's why I am not telling that you must spend some more time for science. Okay, not for studying, just for understanding. Okay, just try the examples. What is happening inside our body and all. You will be get more interested in science. Okay, so stay home, stay safe. Till then, Mithun Raj signing from this part of the world. Okay, my dear kids, see you soon. Stay safe and Jai Hind.